Hello everybody and welcome back to No Man's Land. Today we are looking at, it's going to be a quick video looking at some news, and the first thing that we're going to talk about is that Game Informer, somebody was running an article for Game Informer and they reached out to Sony asking a bunch of different questions, but they said the most interesting thing that they got in their response from Sony was that PlayStation Plus will not be required to play No Man's Sky, which is actually great because for some people who are just buying a PlayStation for this game, I know that if I still had an Xbox right now, I would definitely be switching over just to play No Man's Sky. But for those who are switching over just to play No Man's Sky, it's actually going to be a lot cheaper for them, if you think about it, to play the game, because buying PlayStation Plus for a year is at $50, which is almost the cost of the game itself. So that's actually good news. The second thing we're talking about is a potential PC delay, and the delay is only 3 days, so it's nothing to get that crazy about. But the Steam release date for some people was changing to August 12th in the United States, which is contrary to the originally announced release date of August 12th for the PC game in the United States. So a lot of people tried to contact Hello Games, tried to contact Sony, and also somebody who did respond to people's questions was I Am 8-Bit, which they're making the exclusive collector's edition for the PC version of the game. And they said that, according to an article that I'll link in the description, they said that as far as they know so far, there is no 3-day delay for the PC version of the game in the US. There are some places in the world where it was always releasing on the 12th, and it still is releasing on the 12th, according to the best sources. The last thing I want to talk about is that No Man's Sky is the #1 seller on Steam, as you can see from the screenshot that I put up on the screen right now. And this actually has some pretty big implications, because No Man's Sky was always going to be great for the people who played it. Even if you don't think that it's going to be the kind of game that sustains people for a long time, it's still, for some people, for the people who just want to explore, who don't care about the gameplay mechanics, no matter what, it was going to be a great game, because it was that perfect game for them, the game that has such an emphasis on exploration. So the implication of this is that even if the game's mechanics aren't that great, and people stop playing after a while, that'll always be a fun thing to come back to. It'll always be a fun game to pick up and explore a couple planets, and maybe you'll put it down again for a month or two. But that at the same time, some of those people who are picking up the game, obviously there will be people who play the game for a long time without putting it down, but some of those people who are picking it up and putting it down, they're not going to be doing that at the same time. They're going to be doing that at different intervals, and so there always should be a semi-constant amount of people playing, whether it's a small amount or a large amount, and some of those people will be uploading their discoveries to, well, the Atlas, and some of them will be uploading their discoveries to the internet, to Reddit, to other forums making videos about No Man's Sky, as I will. And so the more people that buy the game, the higher that constant stream of people who are leaving and coming back to the game will be, in the event that it is what some people would consider a failure. Although for me, just the prospect of infinitely exploring planets, that is enough to keep me playing the game for at least a solid chunk of time, for months. But regardless of how good, in quotes, the game is, the player base at launch, a strong downloaded player base, will, like Minecraft, sustain the game for a long time. So because of that, not only is it a good thing for Hello Games, and it's a good thing for Sony that it's a #1 seller on Steam, and then they'll be bringing in a lot of money that'll lead to a lot of updates for us in the community. It's good for everybody, but I think the implications go even further in that they'll keep more people playing when the game dies down, because all games die down. It just depends on when. So if you guys agree, comment down below and tell me if you agree. If you disagree, comment down below and tell me why. Thank you guys for watching. That's about it, and keep exploring.